Good afternoon, everyone. I am back again, and I hope everybody's doing fine. It's Easter week. Tomorrow is Easter, and happy Easter to everyone. I want everybody to understand that my doing these videos regarding regarding abuse is not to cause any harm to anybody, but to bring awareness. Because so many of us think that it doesn't exist. We live in this la la land. Our life is so perfect. It doesn't affect us. When it doesn't happen in your family, you feel like it doesn't concern me, but it concerns all of us. We have daughters. You have daughters. You have sons. You have nieces, nephews who might be going through abuse, but you don't even know about it. The reason it became so talked about this week is because the person that happened to die is in the public eye in our country. She's a gospel singer. Now everybody is outraged. I am outraged too because I am a survivor. But there are so many different types of abuse that go on that are noticed. Today I want to, as time goes on, I'm going to touch on each of the abuse, that different types of abuse. According to psychology today, there are different kinds of abuse. There's emotional, there's physical, there's psychological, sexual, and even financial abuse. Well, those are things we don't consider abuse because we consider just physical abuse as the only abuse that is in existence. No, there are so many. Today, I want to focus on psychological abuse. According to United States Department of Justice, it is defined as a pattern of abuse or behavior in any relationship that is used by one partner to gain or maintain control over another intimate partner. And that's from psychologytoday.com. In psychological abuse, it includes verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional. So these are intention to cause damage to the other person that is at the receiving end of the abuse. It can lead to low self-esteem. The other person will talk about maybe your physical being, calling you names, saying things, threatening you, saying things about your family, about other things, demeaning you, putting you down. They do all that in order to gain control. They call you names. They use, oh, you're an idiot, you're stupid, you're not even, you think you're beautiful, you're not beautiful. They do say all these kind of things to gain control, to mess up your mind. And what you see in those women that go through abuse, they're usually self-isolation. They don't go out. When they do go out, they don't say much. They just keep quiet to themselves. You and I know people that are going through that. And if you know anybody that's going through that, just be present. Do not judge anybody. Because you're not going through it, your life is so perfect, your husband is perfect, your children are perfect. It doesn't mean that everybody that around you, they're all perfect. Don't judge anybody. Don't judge these women. Don't judge women that go through abuse. Don't tell us, oh, we're airing our clothes, our dirty laundry in the public. Don't say that. Because that's why women don't come forward. Because we women, we judge one another. We judge each other. And women have to stop doing that. It leads to people will not come out and say what they are going through. And this to have after effect for psychological abuse. Like I said, they keep to themselves. They usually go through anxiety, especially public anxiety. They go through depression. Privately, they don't say much. And I know people that are going through that today. They don't talk much. They just always quiet. And they will not come out and tell you, oh, I'm going through this. So can we all stop it? Stop pretending as everything is okay? It's not okay. And it's not my intention. We have to start teaching our children that it's not okay to be abused by anybody. I'm teaching my sons These are things you don't do to girls. And you have to teach your girls, these are things they shouldn't do to the boys either. I saw something on TV the other day, on internet, or one of those WhatsApp, somebody sent a woman was using a cane to whip a naked man. We should not be laughing at things like that. The goal here, my goal, is not to demean anybody. We shouldn't be laughing at anything that has to do with violence. Physical violence is not acceptable. The woman just whipping her, and some people say, oh yeah, it's good. It's not good. If he's mistreating you, he's sleeping and laying around with other women, walk away. You don't have to resort to physical violence, because that leaves, again, emotional damage to the man, and also physical damage, and emotional damage to the woman. And what about the children? We haven't talked about that. We don't even think about the children. So ladies, women, we have to start teaching our families, our children. It's not okay. Any form of abuse is not okay. It's not okay. We have to stop it. An abuse of each other, we have to stop it. Okay? I'm not don't get me wrong. I'm not this star. I'm not doing this because I want attention. No. But there are certain things that we have to start learning to talk about. We're here in America. We're here. Some of you are in London. Some of you are in Europe. But still, we still behave as if we are still in the villages. We have to keep secret. We have to cover up. You have to hush. You have to keep quiet. It infuriates me. To be honest, it does. No woman deserves to be abused. No man supposed to be abused. Women, I know they say our weapon is our mouth. Don't accuse a man. I have sons, and I know that when I raise my voice, my boys don't like it. It makes them retreat. It makes them withdraw from me. So we have to start noticing all this stuff. We Africans are used to shouting and yelling. We have to stop it. We have to start learning different ways of communicating to ourselves, our children, our friends. Some friends yell at you, they think it's okay. It's not okay. I'm one of those that when you yell at me, disrespecting me, I cut you off. That's just my personality, because I just don't want to be disrespected. I try not to disrespect people around me. When I notice there's a disrespect, I move away from it. I don't accept it. The effects, the victims that have go through emotional, psychological abuse, usually they withdraw. They're in denial, because you're like, that person is nice 1 minute, the other minute they're calling you names, demeaning you, putting you down, and then they go buy you flowers. The other person too, you feel confused. And when you tell people that this is what you're going through, they won't believe you, because it's not physical. But in here, they've already messed that person up. So please, let's be nice to each other. My goal is not to come in between people that are in marriage. If you're in a happy marriage, wonderful. But if you're being abused, especially where it will resort to death, you need to leave. You need to get help. You need to leave. If Osinachi's death, now families are coming to talk about it. But all this time, I'm not blaming them, because when I went through what I went through, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't want anybody to know. I didn't want families to know. Only one friend I trusted, because I knew she would help me keep the secret, and she did. So people, please, let's not judge people who are speaking out, coming out to talk about it. Let's not judge. Oh, you have to keep your secret. Hey, you have to keep it hush-hush. In 2022, we're still keeping everything hush-hush. Remember, all of us, so many of us now in our 40s and 50s, we're on our way out of here. What will happen to our children? What happened to these young people that are getting married? You're telling your daughters that it's okay to be abused? You're telling your sons that it's okay to mistreat women, to disrespect women? then what kind of world are we going to leave? What kind of legacy? Biko nọ Dubai. Biko nọ ndị Igbo, ana m ayọ unu. Start educating your children, your daughters. I'm begging you people. And that's all I have to say. Don't judge anybody that's talking about it. I chose to talk about it, and I wouldn't use the word I don't care. My goal is to touch one person that is going to make a mistake of staying in a relationship that will bring harm to her or him. Because abuse goes, the man can be abused, the girls, and I tell my boys, any woman that disrespects you, curse you out, or do all that, just walk away. Walk away. End the relationship right away. Don't even stay. Because if they start from that early relationship, they will continue. They don't stop. Don't be blinded by love. Because love without respect is no love at all. That's all. Thank you.